Yo, happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Yes,
Thank you
the
for joining us here on the Valentine's Day edition of the Monday Night Mayhem from Roundtable Sports
gross.
Podcast on BodySlam.net. And
Wishing you nothing but love.
ladies and gentlemen, Shane just said something to me that just kind of touched my heart a little bit, Shane. You touched me. Well,
What?
not like you want to touch me, but you touched me a little bit, Shane.
Yeah.
Shane said, I thought you guys were going to bring ladies on the podcast tonight, and I was going to be the only one without a lady, and I was going to introduce my girlfriend to you guys. Shane, oh Shane. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, at least he didn't reach down and pull up Mr. Sacco.
At least he didn't bring any lotion with him. I mean, that would have really been a bad situation on Monday.
Or a bottle of Blue Chew.
Anyway, welcome to Monday Night Mayhem here live on the
Only
Roundtable Wrestling
804.
Podcast, brought to you by BodySlam.net. It is your boy, the franchise, with that guy in the chair, Shane, and of course, the mixologist of professional wrestling himself, Mr. Chemical Julian. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what a lackluster Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it really was.
You want to talk about the go home show? Like I was like, all right, y'all
I
can
mean,
go
you
home
want to
now.
go home.
Wayne is in the chat.
So here's the thing: even though the show itself was bland, some of the matches were actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like. don't
Wait.
get me wrong.
So let me get this. Let me start by saying this: the
Yeah.
wrestling on Monday Night Raw is
Wasn't
really
too
good.
bad. It wasn't too bad tonight. In fact,
The
it was very
writing
enjoyable.
sucks ass. Although I am glad, finally, the friend zone is now closed.
Julian called in.
Julian called it 3 weeks ago.
Hey,
They're
look.
listening. This is proof that they're
Hey,
listening.
look. First of all,
Julian, what do you got for us?
for anybody that says WWE does not engage in long form storytelling, number one, we have
Okay,
Vader.
look, the 24/7
Speaking
title is
of-
the longest term story.
Number two, this one is stretched out a while now,
Mm-hmm.
and they could have dragged it out a little bit longer, but the way it paid off was great. On Valentine's Day
was.
too,
Man, what a way to shatter the heart.
Man, that was
and no
perfect.
check.
That made my whole entire night when that happened. I was just like, "Yep, there it goes.
There it is.
Finally, the man gets his comeuppance."
Reggie,
Anyway,
my man Reggie.
so before we get into Monday Night Raw, I want to talk
Man.
about something that happened last night.
A Jakari entering debut tease? Question mark?
Jakari, our referee, BCW Worldwide.
Got the face of Petrov.
He got a great pop last night.
Yes, he did.
Second only to TJP versus Just Exciting for the BCW Worldwide Championship, where Just Exciting tapped out.
The most exciting tap out.
United Empire. The United Empire
out.
star. Lucha, I mean, like WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Cruiserweight Classic winner, MLW star, New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar, former Impact Wrestling X Division champion.
Yep.
TJ Perkins.
My friend was really excited that I told him that TJ Perkins lose.
Why do you guys hate on TJ so much?
It's not me, it's my friend that doesn't
TJ's
like
a
him.
great guy. Why do you guys hate on him so much?
That's what I keep saying. He's just like, nah, not having it.
Wow, that is so rude. Like,
Yeah, it is. I tried to tell him that.
you guys are like you guys hate on Veer too, don't you?
No, I actually like the whole Veer
You guys
thing.
hate on Veer, don't you?
No, actually we don't.
You cannot hate on Veer, dude. Just don't hate on Veer.
Don't hate the Veer.
That's right. Don't hate on Veer.
Dude,
Anyway.
tearing it up on main event.
Yeah, against T-Bar, aka Dominic Dijakovic.
Dude, everybody's been tearing it up on main event against T-Bar.
Yeah,
T-Bar is the measuring stick.
Well, as long as we're talking about main event. So I mean, yeah, nobody watches main event.
nah. They
never
really
watched
need
main
to
event
make that show watchable and as a set.
because main event is literally two matches and segments from Raw and SmackDown.
Pretty much, it's just a replay with only one match.
Yeah, but when you watch main event, you get to see Dolph Ziggler versus Tommaso Ciampa. You get to see Veer. You get to see the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin versus the Dirty Dog. You get to see Veer versus Apollo Crews. I mean, you actually get some good matches that you're like, hey, wonder what these guys are doing. Are they just sitting back and catering? No, they're actually wrestling on main event.
Yeah.
And they're putting on good matches, and they're really entertaining, but they're on main event.
Main event.
So-
Nobody watching, which is kind of messed up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, main event's on Hulu. It's a 1-hour show. And if you fast forward through the segments that you already saw on Raw and SmackDown, it's a 15-minute show.
15 minutes.
15 minutes,
Maybe 20.
if that.
But one of Veer's finishers is a lariat called the $1 Million Arm.
$1 million arm. I like that.
There is so
like
much
that.
that I can say about that right now, but I'm not going to because, the $1 million arm is just enough said. Enough said.
Wayne's World said, what about Nick Wayne getting an AEW contract? I'm very happy for Nick Wayne.
We will talk about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 more days, my friend. We'll talk about that
2
in 2
more
more
days.
days.
Man, I really want to talk about that.
Yeah,
So bad.
we'll put over Nick Wayne in 2 more days. Or will we put over Nick Wayne?
Nick Wayne.
Will or won't we?
Yeah.
Some of us like Nick Wayne, and some of us don't like Nick Wayne. So, I mean,
Uh-huh.
hey.
All right. We should probably get started with this Raw.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started with this Raw.
All right, so let's just do the condensed version of this.
Mhm.
We've got Elimination Chamber starting off. So what do you get? You get Bobby Lashley and MVP walk into the ring, and of course they're eventually joined with everybody else. Everyone's trash talking about who's going to be champ at the end of Elimination Chamber, and then finally they're all joined by Brock Lesnar. And for some reason, Austin Theory jumps on Brock's back, and this is the funny part.
Wait, the fact that he put his hat on him in his jacket like he was a like a coat rack, that was funny. That was hilarious, and it
Yeah,
was.
he's like, "Hey kid, hold my hat, hold my
Basically,
jacket."
it was like, hold my
And
beer.
that set off Austin Theory.
And so Austin Theory decides to jump Brock Lesnar,
You never jump on Brock.
and he missed him. He was like
He did. He
He
legit
sure
messed up.
hell did.
he looked like he just
Well-
went over his head and slid off. I was like, did he fucking miss? Like he just. Anyway,
By
the
100
way
miles.
the way everybody else bailed out the ring was hilarious.
I know.
They was like, nope, ain't got no part
Did you
of
notice MVP was the last one to dip too? He was just like, yeah, I'm out of here.
this. And I'm going.
I ain't getting that.
And as you can imagine, Austin Theory went to Suplex City, and the Twitter pictures that Brock took with his phone are hilarious.
Okay, now that right there was funny.
No.
Brock was just like, yo, bye.
Yeah, they
man.
totally left Austin Theory just out dry. Everybody just like, oh well, kid, enjoy it.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. It was, I mean, honestly, I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like, I know Bad Blood is saying he enjoyed it. He enjoyed Raw. I enjoyed some segments of Raw. That was one of the segments that I enjoyed.
It seemed okay. So all right. So to me, it was part of the formula. I mean, whenever they do this is kind of like what you get. It's kind of like sometimes before Survivor Series, you end up having people doing these mixed tag teams against each other leading up into it, or you have like Elimination Chamber, you have people who are in the chamber fighting each other in mixed tag teams ahead of it. Just, it's kind of formulaic. So, I mean, I knew we were going to get something like this, and it's going to end in, somebody getting tossed around. And then, of course, if Brock is there, it's not going to be him. So,
I mean, okay, so I really wish that they would stop with these long ass segments. Like, this segment would last so long that I left
And when you came back,
went in my living room, talked to my daughter for like 15 minutes, came back into the room, sat down in front of my computer, sent a message to the Call Up podcast, sent a message to Cassidy Haynes at Body Slam Down There, sent a message to SP3 from True Heel Heat, and then turned back to my monitor, and it was still fucking going.
As Julian said, you blame The Rock and Mankind.
So, like I was saying, this is why main event only has 2 matches on it, because they show the entire segments, one from Raw and one from SmackDown.
Yes,
because they both each typically have a long segment, or SmackDown will have like 2 segments, like one in the front and the one in the back, that they join together. Plus 2 matches equals 1 hour.
So, the funniest part of this whole segment for me was when Seth Rollins came out cackling to his music in his suit, and he goes to Bobby Lashley. He goes, "Ha ha ha ha! You look good, Bobby, but I look better." Then he was like, when Riddle came out and was like, "Hey, dude, everyone's coming to the toga party, the broga party, bro. Right? Fucking moron." He says, "Even you, Seth. Even you." Seth was like, I made no such reference. Just shut him down real quick. Like, I made no such reference. The whole segment, if it wasn't so long, and I mean, like Julian, you just said it. Every time they have like a big pay-per-view and everyone's involved in this match, everyone and their mom comes out.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Simon Miller. I haven't watched Simon Miller's ups and downs lately, but I'm pretty sure that Simon Miller's ups and downs, he has a distraction counter. He has an interruption counter now.
Oh,
the last I heard, it was up to 100, and he just started it in January. It is now February 14th, Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally a month and a quarter into the year. It's already past 100. Just my opinion, tonight's Raw matches were not entertaining aside from Brock using Theory as a coat rack.
And that was the only thing.
That was funny. that was hilarious. But yeah, we got a lot of, honestly, we got a lot of stuff to unpack tonight. I want to talk about AJ Styles challenging for the United States Championship. I mean, let's start from the beginning. The Dirty Dogs versus the Street Profits. Okay. Randomly out of nowhere, Tommaso Ciampa is there. They spent this whole match putting NXT over.
Okay, so it's not randomly.
Well, I understand that because he showed up randomly.
Yeah, it's not randomly
Tuesday.
because of
Trust
NXT.
me, I had to watch.
And obviously there was a match on main event.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So if it happens on WWE Live and main event, statistically it doesn't matter.
So main event
you
now
can lose on that show and still be undefeated. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So okay, well, that's a whole other
we can do a podcast on main event and it will literally go 10 minutes. Okay.
Oh man.
But yeah. So Ciampa has a feud now with Ziggler,
but wait, before you go further,
NXT. So where is that going?
22 minutes into the hour, we got the first match. 22 minutes
commercial free.
Into the first commercial free hour. We had 22 minutes. Wow. That 22-minute segment could have been like 10 minutes. You could have gave
Thank you, Rock and Mankind.
Right? Yeah. You could have gave the Dirty Dogs and the Street Profits longer. You could have gave
I wonder if the Rock
like this here right here. Styles and Priest should have had a longer match. I agree. Yeah. They should have had a longer match because 22 minutes of a promo to put over a chamber match that we all know Brock's winning. So anyway, let's go into this Dirty Dogs versus the Street Profits.
As I call the Glory Show off. Not the Dirty Dogs.
Well, Bobby Roode got pinned because Dawkins hit the sky high frog splash.
Yep.
Well, you're forgetting the best part of the match, though. Tommaso Ciampa is on commentary.
Yes,
And Byron Saxton keeps cutting him off.
he really
did. I was getting frustrated with the fact that Saxton wouldn't shut the fuck up. To the fact that
Why do you
Ciampa
think
was
Corey
like,
Graves is always rude to him?
Ciampa was like, hold on one second. He puts his headset down and he gets up and he throws Montez Ford's water in Dolph Ziggler's eyes. And ladies and gentlemen, I always say Dolph Ziggler is the best seller in the business.
Yes, he is.
He sold that water to the eye
He
like
really
it was fucking acid in his face.
Acid.
He was flopping around like a fish out of water for like 3 whole minutes.
He will sell anything.
A cup of water.
Water.
A cup of water, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man.
Water.
Some people sold a bag of popcorn.
Oh, man. Now I
Wow.
want someone to throw popcorn.
Tell you a
in
story about my
Ziggler.
son. There you go. You got to bring it up again. Oh, man. Happy birthday to my son. Yesterday turned 17. Man. Well,
Happy belated birthday.
the day before yesterday, rather. Anyway. So
That is true.
Ziggler super kicks Ciampa outside the ring. Referee is counting Robert Roode out as his partner is beating up the guy in the ring. So
Referee
here's
didn't know
the
what to
thing.
do.
Here's the thing. If Tommaso Ciampa was down at ringside, and he threw the cup of water in Ziggler's face in front of the ref, shouldn't the Street Profits have gotten disqualified? Because anywhere else in the wrestling world, that'd be disqualification, right?
Yeah, but
We
it's
saw it happen.
water.
We saw it happen 2 weeks ago. That's why I'm bringing
But
this
it's a
up.
cup of water. Come on.
It's a
Okay,
cup of
well,
water.
we saw this happen 2 weeks ago, where the guy was standing outside the ring. The match was going on in the ring. The guy walked up, slapped the guy on the boot. The guy turned around, jumped off the apron. The referee disqualified him. I was like, "What in the actual fuck just happened?" So a cup of water doesn't get a guy disqualified.
Because it's
Right in
water.
the ref's face.
It's not actual physical contact.
No, it's
Oh
not.
man, look! Check it out.
Hey, he was on the ring apron.
Ziggler can sell air being thrown at him. It's
I
true.
mean, he
It's
wrestled
true.
an invisible John Cena, so
Exactly. So, I mean, we have that whole situation. So, obviously, we're going to have a match at NXT what do they
Bra
call it?
breaker.
Vengeance Day tomorrow night,
Yeah,
live on the USA Network.
It actually looks like a good card.
It looks like a good card. I'm probably going to get sucked into doing the show.
If you need help with the podcast on that, I'll do it.
I think we're going to do the podcast with Throwback. I'm not sure yet. I will talk to them and find out who was going to be on Tuesday nights. But it's going to be a pretty decent show. I mean, I'm
Yes.
pretty shocked that show is lined up so well.
Santos Escobar.
Yes. So we have this backstage toga party. The funniest thing for me, Carmella looked amazing as usual, chilling, just looking at her belt, styling herself. And Zelina is just standing
This is
there,
a party for
and she's like, "The party is for me," And Riddle's like, "What?"
Huh? What?
But here's the thing: kayfabe is broken because you got Zelina and Carmella. Then the Street Profits come in later.
Who are you?
But then you got Apollo Crews and your boy Commander Aziz just
I was
chilling.
really confused about that.
Yeah.
It's another story.
Commander Aziz
So,
looked like he was pretty disgusting on what he was drinking. It's like, what is this crap?
The funny part was Commander Aziz outside of his costume or his uniform. I was like, "Oh, who's that guy?" I was like, "Oh, yes, Commander Aziz."
Stop a kid.
He looked almost like that could have been Shanky. Like he looked like Shanky with a bad haircut.
Veer and Stanky. I mean Shanky.
Oh man.
And then Apollo Crews.
I
And
love Veer
Apollo
and
Crews was
Shanky.
smiling again, like he was before he did the whole Nigeria. The only thing is he didn't talk,
Yeah.
so he didn't have to say that I enjoy a good toga party or anything like that. I love that I do a good Nigerian accent, but he didn't have in his Bluetooth earpiece either. So I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, he was doing something. He wasn't doing his job. That's what he wasn't doing. I'm just saying.
He was probably like, why am I here in the first place?
He was like, "Yep, I'm in this place. Don't know why."
Speaking of why are we here? Why did we have an Omos match against the Hurt Business?
Wait, I thought the Hurt Business was done. What the?
Look, before we go to that crap.
This stuff right here sums it up.
Look. So Kevin Patrick is backstage, right? He's
He
with
was
Randy Orton. Randy Orton is chilling on the other side of he's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. And he keeps talking. He's talking to Kevin and he's looking away. Talking to him, he's looking away. He's looking at the screen and he's watching Riddle act like a complete idiot. So I'm telling you, this fucking turn is going to happen really soon. Orton's going to get pissed off and he's going to smack the shit out of Riddle, and I'm here for it. Because, I don't like
I'm
Riddle.
gonna be very upset, honestly, because I actually like RK Bro.
But he says Seth is going to get hit with the 3 most destructive letters in all the sports entertainment. R-K.
Hey.
Oh, they looks at the screens like, oh, it just walks away.
Gross.
Then the WWE sucking off the fans of. That's right, I said it. The fans of Indianapolis, Indiana, by listening to all their great sports teams that haven't won championships in years. I'm just saying. When was the last time the Indianapolis Colts won a championship? Pacers.
Never.
What other team do they have in Indianapolis? They have the Pacers. They have the Colts.
You guys are the football guys. I'm not.
They have nobody else.
Nope.
They suck. Anyway, it was
Trash.
them getting over there. Then they aired the tribute video of Rocky Johnson. There's The Rock is that was the very best Black History tribute video.
Yes, it was.
That I've ever seen the WWE put on, pushing someone that not many people in the WWE gave a shit about. Does that make sense? Because I loved Rocky Johnson, him and Tony Atlas. I loved Rocky Johnson as a wrestler, but the WWE really didn't do much to push Rocky Johnson.
Okay. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Rocky Johnson was just
Yeah.
another black dude in the ring.
Correct.
The Rock came and did this whole like tribute to his dad, and it was so touching and moving.
It was really heartwarming.
Yeah, it was like, and that's
But
they're like,
it's really funny though. The way the video package is put together, you would think that Rocky Johnson had this like killer tag team championship run, and the Soul Patrol was like 363 days undefeated.
In reality,
they had the tag team belts for 37 days, 90 days
throughout the whole career of their team.
One time, that was it.
That's what I'm saying. But when The Rock, here's the thing though, The Rock said this. So when The Rock says it, it's like, oh man, dude, he had like a fucking amazing career. Wow.
Even I was like, wow.
That's why they put The Rock in that position. Not just because it was his dad, but because they know The Rock sells. People are going to take it seriously if The Rock says. The Rock can be like, listen here, I'm going to sell 20 pounds of shit to every person in this building, and you're going to love it. And they'd be like, yes, sir, Rock. I love to smell shit. They would do it. If The Rock ran for president today, he would fucking win just because he's The Rock.
Yes, he would.
That's also kind of the funny part about the video, because I had forgotten about it from last year, but then when I watched it again this year, I'm like really paying attention and listening to it because I'm doing my Black History profiles, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, is this motherfucker putting himself over?
I was getting into that because he said, then, he married my mom and then they had
when I was
this
bored.
baby. And I was like, okay, here we go.
That's when they cut the scene.
And I lived up to the dream of being the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. I was like, what the fuck I got to do with you?
Wow.
Let's not make it about nobody else.
No, definitely.
Okay,
not.
so I'm going to answer this question right here because this kind of blends into the next segment. So Kevin Owens is backstage, and they do the whole thing with him, Sonia Deville, and how he's not going to be on WrestleMania, how he's not going to be in Dallas, Texas. And he was like, first and foremost, I lied. I hate Texas. I hate Texas almost as much as I hate the idiots in Indianapolis, Indiana. Right? So here's a question. So how about Kevin Owens' promo? Think it's an Undertaker setup? It's not going to be Undertaker setup.
Undertaker? Hell no.
Because they were just talking about it. They were just talking about how the WWE is trying to convince Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, to have one more match at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas.
Check this out.
Know.
Number one, I let you use my stunner, and you talk about Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that right there. If you didn't see this coming a mile away, I don't know what you've been watching. But the fact that Kevin Owens has been using the stunner, the fact that Kevin Owens has been involved with these stupid skits with people like, what's that fucking dude, Jake Paul, you know, and and Sammy has been involved with this stupid ass jackass guy. Kevin Owens.
Somebody watching it is very entertaining, and I don't know why.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the guys that you put with the entertainers.
Yes.
So Steve Austin, as sad as it is to say this, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Austin Stone Cold is no longer a wrestler. He is an entertainer now. He can't take bumps because of his neck. He is an entertainer. And he will tell you he is not wrestling another match. So, in my opinion, it wouldn't be The Undertaker. It wouldn't be Shawn Michaels either.
But
I think that it's going to be, and there's been reports that they've been trying to talk Steve Austin into it.
You think that maybe when Austin allowed him to use a stun, you think they set this up like a while back?
Personally, I don't think that, but
even Austin said he wanted to come back to wrestle if the story.
They don't do long-term storytelling like that.
I'm just saying, this could have been some
long-term story.
Let's hey pal, reach up on the shelf there and grab a storyline that we haven't pulled the pin trigger on lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! No.
Let me see what we got here.
Austin,
Roddy Piper. Oh shit, he's dead. Next.
Wow.
That was dark.
Goldust wants titties. Nope, not that one.
And not even 9 o'clock. Jesus.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Kevin Owens needs. He's like, hey, Kevin Owens signed a new contract. Yeah.
Okay. So the Sami Zayn.
We need some people for Mania. Yeah.
I want to buy Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, put him in a feud with Stone Cold. Okay, sounds good. He's reliable.
Stone Cold's he's like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this, Vince.
It needs to make sense.
I don't want to take another stunner, Vince. I don't want to do anything in WrestleMania events.
Hey, dude.
Okay, I'll do it for $500,000.
It'll be Canada versus Texas all over again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe suddenly he'll somehow be like, yeah, I'm gonna call cousin Brett. Come help me.
Wow. Let me call my cousin Brett.
Because we're all related.
Let me call the Mounties because they always get their man.
The Quebecers.
Quebecers. Call PCO.
Oh, Quebecers.
Yo, speaking of PCO.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about PCO later. Anyway, so then they go after this whole tribute video thing, whatnot. They go to AJ Styles. He enters the ring.
AJ Styles versus Damian Priest for the United States.
AJ Styles gets in the ring. 15 minutes after AJ Styles is in the ring.
15.
Damian Priest makes his way down to the ring. They go to another commercial break. The bell rings. 38 minutes until the first hour. 38 minutes. 38 minutes. And we've had 2 matches. 38 minutes.
And I thought USA ran a more commercial. My God, sci-fi is the worst.
No, wait.
That's hold up. And that's why Raw is better than main event. Why? Because in 60 minutes of main event, you only get 2 matches.
Only 2 matches. And there's only recaps of Raw and SmackDown.
Okay, but I want you to listen to what I'm saying.
Move it along, kid. You bother me.
38 minutes into the hour, AJ Styles and Damian Priest wrestle for 5 fucking minutes. I have several things wrong with this match. 1, 5 minutes for a United States title match.
Mm-hmm.
When you got 25 minutes, yes, you have a 22-minute promo, and you give this match for the United States Championship 5 minutes. You give AJ Styles, the phenomenal one of the best wrestlers in the entire world, 5 minutes.
Exactly. I should have closed the hour of Raw. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
5 minutes. After this 5 minutes is over, AJ Styles gets pinned
by
the
the
United
most
States champion.
Hold up.
devastating move.
Hold up.
Wait, before you say anything.
Pinned clean.
Cleanly
I mean,
beaten.
The pin, the roll up, the follow through, the whole thing was pretty all right.
AJ should have won. Made him look really
Here are
good.
my problems.
The pinning combo was a little sloppy. He could have been cleaner with it, but it was a clean pin and no kick out.
Now, here's my problem with the match. 1, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 2, AJ Styles is in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship in a gimmick match, the Elimination Chamber. You are pushing the shit out of the Elimination Chamber. So you have a guy who is one of the very best wrestlers in the entire world lose cleanly 5 days before a pay-per-view where he is challenging for the top title. What in the actual fuck? Who wrote that?
I have an explanation. Here's my explanation.
Okay.
WWE wants to toss in this element of I've got something to prove. I'm here for a reason. I'm in this main event for a reason. And I've got something to prove. But I just lost. And I must redeem myself. So I'm here to take my shot. I'm Austin Theory. I got embarrassed on Raw by Brock Lesnar. I've got to come back and get my redemption. I'm Randy Orton. The Alpha Academy interfered in my match against Seth Rollins.
We didn't go there yet.
Like the architect that he is, I've got to get my redemption. I'm the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And I got beat by a freaking rookie who's holding the United States title. I'm better than that. I must find redemption. And where will I find redemption? In the Elimination Chamber this Sunday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, when the champion Bobby Lashley defends his WWE World Championship against Brock Lesnar and 4 other competitors, live at 9 p.m. Pacific time, only on Peacock.
Okay, so 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It's actually Saturday.
2,
9 a.m.,
you put way more thought into it than the fucking people who wrote the story.
Yeah.
You made it make sense.
I'm reading into it. That's what I felt I should read into it.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's the emotion that AJ had on his face. Like,
I'm gonna say something that every podcast person that has watched. I'm gonna say something that every podcast person that has ever talked about Monday Night Raw or the WWE in that case, I'm gonna tell you exactly what they all say.
What?
Let's let it play out.
Oh my God.
That's almost worse than the dirty C word.
No.
Let's let it play out.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Roundtable Pro, as much as we like Marvel movies, we don't necessarily want to be entertained like Marvel content. You know, we're not going to spoon feed it to you and dish it out to you, and
exactly,
you know, and serve it to you like a formula in a baby bottle. We're going to be more like the DC films, where it requires some thinking. You got to have some insight. You got to have that Zack Snyder vision and be able to see the full story arc.
We love the Snyderverse.
And that's the picture that Vince is painting. Well, the writers are painting here with this story of redemption. The challenge, the hill they have to overcome, the big mountain that Austin Theory had to climb, which was literally the back of Brock Lesnar.
We all know Austin Theory just doesn't want dick pics sent to his
overshot. He literally overshot him and missed and was punished for it. And now he has to find another way to tame the beast, the way that Mr. McMahon taught him. AJ Styles, he's better than this. He's got to find a way to come back. And Randy Orton, once again, he was outwitted, outmaneuvered, out shenanigan by the architect. And he's got to bring down his sham of a house of cards.
Man.
Story of redemption. And Bobby
you know what that sounds like to me? Can I just tell you exactly what that sounds like to me?
Go ahead.
I mean, that sounds like
when you finally get your girl, after you've tried to talk her into it for weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks
Wow.
upon weeks,
Way to bring me down.
you finally get your girl to tongue your fart box. That's what that sounds like to me. A crock of shit. Okay. A crock of shit is what that sounds like to me.
You know, we're just gonna ignore the 9 o'clock rule tonight, folks. So whatever we say is off the rails tonight.
Hey,
And then look at Bobby Lashley.
I'm just being
Bobby
completely
Nash?
honest, my man. Completely honest.
Think of the weight of the world upon his shoulder. It's Black History Month, and he's just trying to hold on to his title.
Man,
Exactly.
look. It's
He's like,
February.
Couldn't I got the pass?
It's
Couldn't I
February
got the month
14th.
off?
It's Valentine's
Just
Day.
be chocolate and champion for once.
No. Vince is not. Vince is
Hashtag
not like
Rob
that.
Rack.
Vince is not like that. Look, Vince is not like that. Okay. Vince
He's
doesn't
like,
give a shit.
you know what I'm gonna
Vince
say
is
your
like-
mother, Austin, if you don't
Vince is
win.
like, yeah, he's like, give me your phone, Austin. I'm gonna go take a picture of my grapefruits and send it to your mom if you don't win this match.
And if you
No,
do win
no.
it,
Hey, I gotta say this, man. Rest in peace to my mom. But if my mom was still alive and some dude threatened to send her some pics like that, I'd be beating everybody's ass. I don't care who it is.
But
I'll be beating everybody's ass to keep them from doing it to my mom.
Not
Just
Austin,
being
if
honest.
you win, I'm gonna delete the picture in front of you.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's not doing. So anyway.
I'm not gonna accidentally upload it to the internet. Oh shit.
Can we trade Theory for Finn Balor?
That would
I
be great.
wish.
That would be great. But it's not gonna happen.
He's on
Yeah,
Why?
you
Finn
trade-
Balor would literally just, his pod would open, he would just lay on his back and lose.
Well, plus Finn Balor's not gonna go back to Jeddah. So that's another thing.
No.
There's that.
Yeah. Although
The demon would.
we didn't do any predictions for this show.
Because it's so predictable.
But in my opinion, if you really
You know
want
why?
to throw a monkey wrench in
Yes.
something and you want to make things crazy, I mean, like you want to like get crazy. I mean, like ex-girlfriend stalker crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
I'm
Put
going
Austin Theory over as champ.
Yeah, do it. I actually like the whole Austin Theory thing. I want him to go over, but they're not. They're not going to do
I
it.
mean, dude, think about it. If Austin Theory became the WWE champion, dude,
He's definitely the
dude,
future.
the fucking internet will explode. Twitter will go down.
So remember that time when
Maybe.
Stone Cold lost the championship to Kane in a
Yes.
first person to catch fire match or some shit?
Yeah.
I set you on fire.
I mean, the stipulations were literally so ridiculous, like Stone Cold had to lose. But then he got the title back the next night on Raw.
Stupid.
But then you're going to have people saying, oh, they're playing hot potato with the title and it makes it invaluable. But for the shock and awe aspect of it, it would be, I mean, for one night, Austin Theory is champion with a target on his back, like
Yeah.
jumped backstage multiple times,
And,
getting the shit stomped out of him.
and Brock Lesnar just FIV.
It would be
6
great.
times.
But first have Brock beat his ass backstage.
Yes.
Then have Lashley beat his ass backstage.
Yes.
Then him get an RKO, and then
Yes.
have a doctor be like, "Yeah, he's too fucked up. He can't defend the title," and then he has to get stripped of the title. Like they're like 30 days later, he can't defend the title. He's too fucked up. So then he gets stripped
And then
of the
you
title,
have Vince
and they have a
McMahon in
tournament.
the
And
ring.
so then later on, he has a legitimate claim. He's like, "I never lost the belt.
I never lost a damn belt.
I'm the real damn champ."
Yeah.
And he could pop out at any time and just come and take it from somebody.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Julian has booked Austin Theory as a WWE champion better than the writers in the WWE. And you know what's going to
It
happen?
should happen.
It's not going to fucking happen.
And have his
Watch,
moment at
watch.
Mania.
You know why? You know why it's not going to happen? Because people will tune in to watch that shit.
I know.
I know.
Crazy,
Hey,
right?
as much as I hate Raw, I would fucking sit here and be like, "Wow, Austin
Man,
Theory just
Austin
got this
Theory
shit.
as champ, 24
Wow,
years
like,
old.
it
What?
will be off the chain." Of course, it won't happen.
Damn it, Austin.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So I mean, this whole show has been crazy. 5 minutes. So then we have another waste of time.
Becky Lynch.
Okay, now I'm going to say this to you guys: Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander versus Omos in a handicap match. Ladies and gentlemen,
You've got two guys here.
wait, stop. I gotta get this out.
You gotta get this out.
22 minutes for a promo. 22 minutes for the opening promo. 22 minutes.
22. Did you time that?
Omos beats a tag team in a minute and 30 fucking seconds. A minute and 30 seconds. Keep in mind, we had an opening promo for 22 minutes.
22.
We had a U.S. title match with AJ fucking Styles for 5 minutes.
5.
And then you got the gold standard Shelton Benjamin and a man that Cedric Alexander is fucking amazing.
The crowd
Those two together, great tag team. You put them against Omos, who can barely walk and chew gum at the same time.
Wow.
And he beats him in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yep, that is true.
That is
WWE doesn't do anything that makes sense.
90 fucking seconds of my life that I blinked and it was over. But I had to waste 22 minutes on a fucking opening promo.
All right, let me just tell you.
I give up. I just give up.
WWE can sometimes be that boyfriend that you ladies said, you know, baby, sex doesn't always have to be long to be good. And so he's like,
it has to be
we're
good,
just
though.
going off the rails.
And so he said, bet.
Oh my god, yeah. So we're just gonna ignore the 9 o'clock.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
So
and I'm out.
We're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, I've been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, I've been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Okay.
And we're back.
Then we go to a backstage segment.
oh man, more backstage.
24/7 title segment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this segment lasted longer than that last match.
Yeah.
Let's tell you that. But hey, a quick thought. Did you know in German, the Elimination Chamber actually translates to no escape?
Okay.
Crazy, right? Yeah. Anyway, but Dana Brooke, she thanks Reggie again. They were at a nice Valentine's night dinner.
Oh,
you know, and she keeps saying my best friend, my best friend, my
Oh.
best friend. You know, I was
But they
waiting
would
for
kiss
Doja
him.
Cat. I was waiting for Doja Cat to come out. That's my best friend. She a real, you know. I was waiting for that to happen because she kept saying it over and over again.
you're my best friend.
You're my best friend. So the whole friend zone gimmick is like popular right now with between those two. She kisses him on the cheek, and then she kisses him again, and they pause. Like they pause.
I
like
feel
they're
like
gonna kiss
Ron's just
again.
making fun of me right now. Because
And Reggie's
he's
like, hey,
She's like, yo, what's
what's up?
good? Like you trying to kiss me? Like, hey, what's up? You're my best friend. You're my
Oh.
very best friend. And Reggie getting tired of this shit. Look, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I'm gonna tell you this, especially you ladies.
Yeah,
and it's Valentine's Day.
you know who you are.
Hold on. Let me lay it out for the ladies out
So
there.
kind of salty bitch. Hey,
I am a little salty.
Hold on, look. Let me lay it out for the ladies right now. Ladies, when you dating a man, you're just hanging out with the man,
Hanging out.
and that man is like Reggie. He's doing everything to make sure your life is complete. And you the 24/7 champion. You put the dude in the friend zone. Eventually, dude gonna turn into Shane and JR. They gonna be salty as hell. And they gonna set your ass up. Just like Reggie did.
we did.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it was the funniest thing ever. Reggie.
Man, I feel like Tony Schiavone right now. Shit.
Hey, Tony got a wife, so you know, hey. Anyway, so basically Reggie has been saving her week after week after week and teaching her how to be a 24/7 champion without getting beaten, because Reggie is by far the longest reigning 24/7 champion in history, I believe.
Yes.
So Reggie has been playing this game with her week after week after week, protecting her from everyone, and Reggie just got fucking tired of being put in the friend zone. So Reggie was like, okay, we friends? We friends?
We friends? Really?
Hey, you know that girl that's in that blue box? You know that girl with the umbrella? The salt chick? Yeah, that's you right now. And rolled her ass up. 1, 2, 3.
Now hold up. That was more of a 5 count because you could have counted to 2 before the ref got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Referee was eating.
He had her
cookies and
roll.
shit.
He rolled her up for a minute.
Man, he was like, yo, just lay here for a second. I got something for you. What is it? A pen.
The most
He
devastating.
He said, hey, Brooke. Hey, Dana, do you like pudding?
Yeah.
She said, pudding? Yeah, putting me over right now.
There were some very interesting pins made tonight. Let me tell you.
That was very interesting. Now to say the
That
least.
was number one.
That was
Mhm.
Valentine's Day for you.
Ugh.
Cupid was getting his arrows in. Anyway,
Cupid doesn't like
so we have a new
friends, though.
24/7 champion and Reggie. Tozawa and Tamina incognito. Like literally, bro.
Worst guys ever.
Worst. And the fact that R-Truth was dressed up as a waiter and he came with some sugar cookies and tried to give them a French name. I think he was like, y'all want this escargot? Y'all want some of this escargot? First and foremost,
He
it's
had on the
escargot,
freaking-
and it's
he
a
had on the
snail, not a
gray
goddamn
Super Mario
cookie.
fake mustache.
Yeah, ridiculous. But the point is, it happened. Thank God it's over. But then they aired this commercial segment for Chucky on Peacock.
By
Chucky
the
getting
way,
more airtime than most of the wrestlers on the show.
really? But hey, the series is great. I recommend to go watch it.
Hey, I recommend watching Peacemaker. That show had no fucking right to be so good,
Yeah.
but it was. I still hate you, John Cena. Anyway, so they go back to the toga party, and Riddle's talking to Patrick, who he says, "Bro, you look amazing in the toga." And then the Street Profits walk in, and Dawkins threw a ping pong ball in the air into a red Solo cup.
Phew.
Who cares? Yeah. Adam Pearce stood in mid ring. Now, this I was a little disappointed in this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch Braun Breaker on last Tuesday, he laid it out flat for everybody. He like, look, we all know what happens in these damn contract signings. Tables get thrown, people get put through the table. So let's just go ahead and get to it, right? They didn't do that today.
No,
I was
they
really
didn't.
disappointed.
Nope.
But I was like disappointed for like 2 minutes because this whole segment lasted 7.5 minutes.
Wow.
That's still 2 minutes longer, 2.5 minutes longer than AJ Styles match.
AJ should have won.
Yeah, that's still 6 minutes longer than than the tag team match with Omos.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but they were kind enough to take him off the TV really quick.
Thank God. So Adam Pearce is in the middle of the ring with Deville and 2 chairs. He says it's time to make the Raw title match official. You've been advertising this shit all around.
I know.
Official
I don't understand why they do that, even though they
Because
already
fans are
made it
stupid.
official.
WWE fans are stupid. Remember? That's
I
what Vince
know.
thinks.
And some fan actually said, "No, Vince doesn't think that we're stupid." Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, Vince thinks you're. No, you don't think you're stupid. He thinks you're a fucking idiot. That's what he thinks.
Yeah, he really does.
So we get Lita coming out to the ring. You know, she does her whole thing. She's all excited. She comes up to the
Don't
ring.
mess up your rules, man.
Right. But then
Lita's got on a gang of makeup.
the funniest thing for me, right? The funniest thing for me that made me so excited was the fact that Becky Lynch came down to the ring looking like she ain't slept in like 7 days. Her
Looking
hair is
like
all up.
bullshit.
She's wearing dirty clothes.
Did you see the
Like-
tweet that Wendy Chu made?
No.
She said, "Becky looks tired. I know a good few sleeping spots for her."
Ha, ha. Shout out to Wendy Chu. Oh man. So she comes out and she's wearing glasses and she's all stoic. And she gets to the ring and then she's just like we're just talking and Becky's just gonna head down like this and
I haven't slept in days.
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to fight my hero.
I don't want to fight my hero. I don't know why you want to do this to me.
Why?
I don't want to do this either. Can we just call it off? Like I was like, what the fuck are we looking at? She was like, please, can we just call it off? You know, and then she was like, no, and she,
Hell no.
the fact that she grabbed the contract and threw it in Lita's face, and Lita tried to block it and it still hit her in the face, and
Ow.
he just landed on the ground and poor Adam Pearce, he was just like, I don't fucking know what's going on.
You know, all those hills going on around here.
I'm just here. You were supposed to catch it.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, she was like, these people play their little games. Like, don't let these people do. Look, when we're happy, they're mad. When we're mad, they're happy. These people are demented. They're crazy. Becky played her part so well. And honestly, like, with Becky, like, fidgeting, like she was like, she played the role so well that I bought in for a minute. I was like, shit.
Hey,
Becky trying to
look at the comment.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all know that Seth Rollins is the stiffest worker in the business. You know, he's putting people out of business. I mean, he put Becky out for like 9 months. So
Yeah.
anyway, he didn't even use Blue Chew like Shane.
Which is great.
So this is Becky versus Lita match. They basically talk about how it's been broadcast like all over Jeddah and how it's like a major marquee thing and it's on billboards everywhere. That's unheard of because remember, about 3 years ago, we had the very first Saudi Mania match, as we like to call it here, Saudi Mania, because they made more money than WrestleMania. All of them.
They're gonna
combined.
have
And it
3
was
Mania here.
Sasha and
No, the first one was it Natty? No, it was Natty and what's her
Lacey
name?
Evans.
Lacey Evans, and they wrestled in potato sacks.
correct, pretty much, yeah.
And they got cheered, which is crazy. By all the, in Saudi Arabia, ladies and gentlemen, they don't allow women to show their
Kind of-
physical feature.
Kind of worried about Sonia Deville right now. So
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Before we go off here, we'll go over the matches for the Elimination Chamber because they're really good. And I guessed it like 2 weeks ago who the mystery person in the chamber would be. You know, I'm right, Julian. I'm so excited for it.
I'm not.
You're not even gonna be here on Saturday to watch it.
you're gonna be
I leave on Saturday, but the fact that it's happening, it could be anybody else. They could have.
No, it's great because she came before Veer did.
Yeah, and there was
She
no
literally
beer
came
promo
before
tonight.
David.
Well, that's true.
And there was no beer promo.
No, did he stop coming and just did
Nah,
not?
he
he'll
got
come.
tired.
He'll come on Monday. This coming Monday.
Exactly. So
Live from Saudi.
yeah. So then we have this stupid, and I mean stupid, gauntlet match to decide
This
the
was
last person
a
to
bore.
enter the chamber. Now they usually have it for men, but now they're having a women's elimination chamber match, and they're doing it for the women. So let's go with the numbers real quick. Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley. 8 minutes. Ripley beats
8
her.
minutes.
Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. 4 minutes.
1 minute.
Morgan is beat.
Okay, and it's not the way that Morgan is beat. Rhea Ripley super kicked hit. She
Super kicked her
throat.
in the throat.
She kicked
right
the
here.
shit out of her.
And they kept replaying the kick to the throat. They kept replaying it over and over again. I was like, dude, that was a kill spot. She wants to put a kicker in the throat.
Yeah.
Kicked her in the fucking throat. She went down like a sack.
Right
of
in the
rocks.
voice.
I don't bash women wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying that I don't bash women wrestling because I believe that
No.
women wrestlers are just like men. They deserve to have good matches. They deserve to have time. But when a man has a shitty match, I'll tell you, a man had a shitty match. And ladies and gentlemen, this gauntlet match was the shits. It wasn't even the drizzling shits. It was like the shits. Okay, bunch of missed spots. Rhea Ripley super kicking her in the throat. Yeah, not safe. The fact that she couldn't get Nikki ASH up until the riptide, like she dropped her like several times. It looked like a shoot fight for a little bit. Like neither one of them wanted to work.
What are you
Shit.
talking about? WWE don't botch it.
Well, she
Stop
sure
it.
as hell couldn't get up Dewdrop.
Exactly. So she did a match with Dewdrop. Man, it was crazy. 5
forgive it.
minutes with Dewdrop. The clothesline sequence they kept doing, like they just clothesline each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. And she had
How
one. Oh
dare
my
you say
god,
Dewdrop?
dude! She tried to German suplex her. She tried to do all kind of crazy shit. But so Ripley is basically yelling in pain because her arm is messed up. You know. So then you have Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. That is the last thing. So Bianca beats her in 15 minutes.
And it looks like at one point, Rhea kicked Bianca right in the breast area. That I saw.
Several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to hurt.
Like I mean, I get that she wrestled like all those matches, but here's the thing: if you're gonna have her do all those matches, dude, you know, some people say Rhea Ripley shines throughout the whole thing. It's like basically a way to re-elevate her into the hierarchy of women's wrestling, and I don't think so.
Botchamania, that's right.
It was so many botches in here. It was not.
But WWE never.
It was not safe. Bel-Air finally won the match to earn the last spot in the chamber. 15
She did a
minutes.
couple sick headbutts.
Yeah.
So now,
ASH had that gremlin thing going on.
yeah. So now we're 44 minutes into the show.
Only 44 minutes of my
Only
life.
44 minutes into the show. Then we get a ring entrance for Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Then they show fucking Leonard Floyd after winning the Super Bowl with a WWE Championship belt for like 5 minutes. Who cares? Vince McMahon says that. I mean, I was with TJ Perkins last night. TJ Perkins was at a BCW show, and you know, TJ is a former WWE guy. He says the WWE doesn't like football doesn't even matter to the WWE. You think about it, football doesn't matter to them. That's why they were doing pay-per-views on Sundays. They didn't give a shit about football.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw is on Monday night during football.
Correct.
And half
So
the
they
time,
didn't care about football.
Monday Night Raw beats the Monday Night Football ratings.
So, well, yeah, well, you know, if you watch a sorry-ass Raider game or Chicago Bears game or something like that. But anyway, I'm just saying, they never went head-to-head with the Packer game. That's for goddamn sure.
Damn.
I'll be watching next time.
Yeah. So then we go back to another 24/7 segment, and that's where the whole bullshit happened. 24/7 segment. Now, keep in mind, the 24/7 segment lasted 7 minutes. Remember, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio had already entered the ring.
Yep.
Then we went to a fucking 24/7 Happy Valentine's Day skit.
Pretty much.
And then Gable and Otis made their entrance to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
We're now 50.
See, this will have been the perfect time for the Los Lothario's kiss cam.
Hold on. We're now 57 minutes into the show. Right? Then we go to a backstage skit of them showing a video of the Arcade Bro fucking stupid thing they did last week. Right? Yes. So they go back and Chad Gable still entering the ring. He does a shush. I love that.
Shush.
I fucking love it.
4.0,
so-
3-point average.
So they
That's
finally
like-
get to the ring, and you got Byron Saxton talking about cheating, and then all of a sudden here comes Miz and Maurice. For
Yeah.
another 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We're now 60 minutes into the show.
Because she's been wrestling at this point.
60 minutes into the show.
60 minutes of my life.
The match starts. 7 minutes into the match, they cut to commercial. Then Mysterio hit the stereo 619 on Gable. Basically, the Miz, Dominic kicks down Miz, who gets up on the apron. Ray hits him with the I don't know what he calls that, but he just jumps on the guy's face. Gable recovers long enough to hit Dominic with the body press, yanks his tights, scored his 3 count. Gable celebrates with Otis at ringside. 13 minutes for this match. Alpha Academy win. Miz and Maurice getting Ray's face. Dom comes from behind, throws him over the top rope. Ray gets a skull crushing finale from Miz and Maurice kiss. The music play, whatever. Here we go again. Now we're gonna have another match at the Elimination Chamber that we shouldn't give a shit about.
No.
Then we go to the Alexa Bliss segment.
Oh man.
Alexa Bliss and the therapist. The therapist says, "Oh, I got something
That's
for
not Dr. Shelby.
you." The therapist gives her Lily. So here's my thing. I love Alexa Bliss.
Me too.
I love her character. She is so great. The work she does is so great. She's fucking over. I love Alexa Bliss. But you just spent, well, it really was recorded in like 2 days, but you just spent the last 6 weeks, 6 long weeks, pushing this Alexa Bliss storyline that she's trying to get away from Lily. Just to give her Lily right back.
Yeah.
And say, I got a plan. Here, you need to take Lily with you and keep Lily with you. And, blah, blah, blah. And then she says,
as long as she's with you, you're cured.
Yeah.
But
And then she goes,
for some reason she should happen to be taken away from you,
you're
you're
going
going to revert to your old evil self. What are the chances of that happening in a wrestling match?
Oh man.
Slim to none, and Slim already left town.
That's like storytelling backwards right there. That's like reverse.
So basically, we just wasted X amount of weeks of storytelling, just to go right back to the beginning of where you started. I think maybe they just fucking forgot what they were doing.
I wonder if Lily's going to end up on an episode of Chucky.
Yes,
I hope.
Probably. So,
the
thing is,
not
she stands up to shake the doctor's hand, and then she hands the Lily doll's hand to him, and he shakes the Lily's hand. So, is the doctor fucking crazy also?
Does the doll wink?
Not yet. But I didn't hear her ring when she winked. But then she says, "I guess I'm cured." So then she says, "Well, I know what I'm doing on Saturday night."
Like fucking Goldberg.
And then the fucking the thing pops up, and it's Alexa Bliss is now the final entrant into the women's Elimination Chamber.
Let's go.
Naomi's
So the announcers announced the news.
That's all I had to say.
They say the announcer hypes up the Elimination Chamber full card. They go over the full card. A video package plays from Friday SmackDown. Orton makes his entrance to the ring. Cut the split screen. There we go.
If Naomi had just gone into the production booth and put some fucking Afro puffs on that mystery cutout, she'd have been in.
She'd have been in like Flynn. So it'll be fun to get Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins in what was really a good match.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
I really enjoyed it.
I mean, they countered each other. Like you can tell they worked 100 times together. Like it was such a good match.
Yep.
And that
Seth wins the match.
Sure did.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Randy didn't even get off his Hangman's DDT.
Man, yeah. And you know what? Look, Bliss and Lily are the rewrite of Kane and Bryan. I agree. if I swear to God, if Lily comes out and she starts screaming, no, 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 and Alexa's like, yes, 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 I'm just gonna turn my TV off and walk away.
Okay,
just
I
be
guess we'll
done.
go with that.
I'm just gonna be done with it. Done with it.
I don't get how's that in comparison to the whole thing, but okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
That's a comparison to the whole thing because, quite honestly, the same storyline that they ran with the whole Lily, Brian and them not getting along versus Lily not being real. Same shit. Like the WWE doesn't look. The WWE doesn't give two fucks about you. This was the worst Elimination Chamber go home show. I mean, I feel bad for Friday. Friday better fucking knock the
Hey,
park out.
as long as Alexa Bliss doesn't use the Annabelle doll, we're good.
She might come to the Elimination Chamber dressed as fucking Annabelle. Who knows?
Because you don't want to mess with Annabelle.
That was a good movie, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
So before we get off of this, get down, let's go over the Elimination Chamber card. Okay, so we have in the men's Elimination Chamber, we have Bobby Lashley, who's the WWE champion, facing off against Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles.
Andrew Franklin.
Okay. Anyway, Bobby Lashley defends against Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Riddle, Austin Theory, and the Chamber itself. Think about that for a minute. Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns versus Goldberg.
Goldberg.
The Women's Elimination Chamber. The winner gets a shot at the WWE Raw Women's Championship, presumably at WrestleMania. Who knows? It might be the next night on fucking Raw. Who cares? Rhea Ripley versus Nikki ASH, almost a superhero Nikki Ash. Bianca Bel-Air, Drop, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss. So I look for Alexa Bliss to win the match and face off against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch versus Lita for the Raw Women's Championship. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders received a somewhat random shot of the tag team belts, just randomly out of nowhere. So to get a shot.
Yep.
They won that Fatal 4-Way contendership match.
Yeah, but their matches lasted. The match on SmackDown lasted 90 seconds, so I don't know why it's still a title match, but whatever. And then we got Julian's favorite match of the night.
Yes, boy.
Drew McIntyre with his sword versus Madcap Moss. Falls count anywhere.
Man. Drew McIntyre is going to try to commit murder with a sword. Saudi Arabia.
Another murder match in Saudi Arabia.
And look, reporters are getting their heads chopped off in Saudi Arabia. You really want to have a sword in a Madcap Moss match? No. Naomi and Ronda Rousey versus Sonia Deville and Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about this match. It should have been
I'm
Naomi
still kind of
versus...
worried about Sonia Deville.
So am I.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Then we got another match. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz.
Out of nowhere.
Who cares? But
this
is a match. This is a match that's just been added. It's a chamber prediction match that might be added to the show. Mansoor, the man who won the 50-man Battle Royal at the Super Showdown show in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who had the longest win streak. The longest win streak in the history of the WWE.
I keep telling you guys, he's the Undertaker of Saudi Arabia, undefeated.
He's going to take on the Maharaja of professional wrestling himself.
Wait, really?
Jinder Mahal. Think about it. The last time the WWE used Mahal as a heel,
and imagine that Jinder Mahal breaks the streak.
I don't know. Don't hinder the gender.
Yeah.
How they gonna do gender like that,
bro?
Now hold on.
It's the CEO
in Saudi Arabia. We got Madcap Moss taking on your boy Drew McIntyre, and we got the Maharaja taking on Mansoor.
That's 2 or 3.
2/3 of the band is there.
Just a two-man band.
I think.
You think Dawkins is turning it up with Red Velvet?
And Mania is right around the corner. Mania is right around the corner.
I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
All you need is a 3-bean soup. You just need one more.
And hey, Heath Slater might come the Mania after SmackDown. Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, this is a good like question here. Well, not really so much a question, but an opinion. The creative team will need to rewrite Nikki ASH, repackage and put her with Bliss and call her Lily. Dude. Alexa Bliss and Lily as a tag team.
I feel like I've seen this in BCW before.
I don't understand why the Raw Women's Tag Team, the WWE Women's Tag Team belts aren't being defended here.
With
oh wait, there's an Intercontinental belt with the Women's Division. My bad, sorry.
Dude, Alexa Bliss and Lily just somehow reminds me of like that would be like sitting out Gilbert with Goldberg.
If that actually happened, oh my god.
Oh my god! One comes out to fucking pyro, one comes out to sparklers.
Or like Booker T and Lil Book.
Lil Wee. Five time. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do some housekeeping real quick, so we can get out of this stream here because Raw really wrecked my brain today. It's been a long day. So, ladies and gentlemen. You know what to do. You know what time it is.
What time is it?
You can donate to BuySam.net to keep the website going. So we continue to bring you a wide and entertaining variety of pro wrestling and MMA content.
Yeah.
By simply going to www.slamchats.com.
Say that one more time.
Slam Chats.
www.slamchats.com.
Have it one more time, but slower.
Put it down.
www.slamchats.com.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Venmo, PayPal, Cash App,
Zelle.
Cash money, baby.
Money in my pocket, ladies and gentlemen. We love it. And you know what else we love, ladies and gentlemen?
Julian,
the fact that,
don't read the comments.
Pudding. All right, and I see that this anonymous user is staying anonymous because they don't want to get banned.
Wow. 3MB, the worst faction since 3 count. Oh my God.
No.
Wow.
You leave 3 count low.
Wow.
How dare you?
Wow. Look, y'all leave Shane Helms alone, okay? Y'all leave Sugar Shane alone, okay?
God, please.
We got 2 great wrestlers on 3 count. We got 2 world champions.
Are you talking about Evan Courageous? Are you talking about Evan Courageous?
We got Sugar Shane Helms, and we had
and you say Mean Street Posse is the worst faction, we're no longer friends.
Look, listen here, Pete Gas, Joey Abs, Pete Gas, Pete Ass,
or
Pete Gas.
Oh,
wow,
my God.
Pete Gas and Joey Abs.
My
and
God.
Joey Abs. Well, you know, Julian, tell the fans where they can watch us every week.
Where?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Portland, Oregon area and you don't like the interwebs, you don't like YouTube, you don't like Spotify, you don't like
Twitch,
audio, podcast technology kind of stuff, and all you got is a TV and you want to watch us on your TV, on the video scope, and you're in the Portland, Oregon area, all you got to do is tune in on Monday nights at 10 p.m. on channel 22 Xfinity TV and 8002 CenturyLink TV. On Tuesdays, you can tune in at 9:30 p.m. Channel 23 Xfinity TV and channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. And on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m., channel 11 on both Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, we're getting it in. We are getting it in. Getting it in. I said getting it in. Yeah, getting it in. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're driving down the street and you're like, damn, I really like watching them 3 dudes. They funny as shit.
And you like to watch
But I don't want to be driving and watching on video because I'll go to jail.
I've had people saying, hey,
some shit. how do I get to watch these dudes? How do I get to? I know how you can watch these dudes. Real simple.
Where?
You can go ahead and you can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora,
Wow.
Amazon Music, and for you lovers today on Valentine's Day, guess what? iHeartRadio and
even
all the major
podcast
podcast
addicts.
platforms. 'Cause we are
Man.
everywhere.
Since
And
today's
you want-
Valentine's Day, they're getting to business.
If you want, if you want to watch, if you want to go to the website and check out all the cool shit on the website, you can go to www.bodyslam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net, ladies and gentlemen. Bodyslam.net. You know, because we have all the Body Slam wrestling news. We have
Yes, we do.
rumors. We have reports. We have behind the scenes shit.
Behind the
Shit.
scenes.
From wrestling world and the MMA world, where you can check out our boy Adam according to Woods with Voodoo
Adam
Maximus
According
and
to
Voodoo in the
Woods.
streets, all that cool shit. We always want to do this. We want to go ahead and give Ali some freedom. So
Free
Ali.
Ali.
Yeah, fabulous, yeah, blah. Yeah, and rest in peace, 3MB. Just because.
Don't do that. Don't worry. Got
No,
my-
hashtag
my-
revive.
They never will be. And if you like the cool gear that you see us wearing sometimes, you can always go to www.503originals.com. There's www.503originals.com because you know they got cool shit. Cool shit. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, we also want to talk to you about this.
What?
I don't know what the channels are in Texas, but you can always look it up online. This Facebook user says he will take 3MB over 3 count. I'm sorry, 3 count over 3MB. Wow, even worse. So you can join us on Friday or Wednesday for the AEW Dynamite Roundup. We talk about professional wrestling at its best with AEW Dynamite this week. Also on Friday, we'll talk about Rampage and SmackDown too. But Saturday, we will be live. This guy right here, Shane Husky, myself. One of the amazing podcasts or something, Mark Order podcast, and your boy, The Call Up from The Call Up Podcast. Go and join us live on Saturday morning. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's at 9
I won't be here. I got
morning. Well, you don't need to be on the show then. Nobody cares, Shane.
I mean, I got people telling me all the time, "Hey, you're the favorite on the show." I'll be like, "Oh, thank you."
Look, Shane, just because your mom and dad say that you're the favorite on the show does not count.
No, you can't prove that.
It's okay, Shane. We like you on the show, man. If you're not on the show with us, sometimes we
They
feel a
got
little out of
Super Bowl
sorts.
with the VFW that early.
Yeah.
Man, I will say this though, it's gonna be crazy. 9 a.m. Saturday morning.
I gotta work.
8 man, you could watch a full-on pay-per-view and then get on with the rest of your day.
True statement. True statement.
Yeah.
Listen, playing Call of Duty Friday night.
There you go.
Ew.
Season 2, baby. Season 2. Shane, shut your mouth. Shane's gonna get blocked, ladies and gentlemen. He's muted, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't like Call of Duty. Shane sucks. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. We will see you guys on Wednesday night. Hopefully, Shane's disgust of Call of Duty will cease and he will stop being salty like Jim Ross, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. See you Wednesday. Peace.